Why is the Monty Hall problem so tricky for GED students? Have you ever heard of the Monty Hall problem? It's a classic puzzle that can really stump people, especially those studying for the General Educational Development Test. So, why is it so tricky for students? Let's break it down. At first glance, the Monty Hall problem seems simple. You choose one of 3 doors, behind one is a car and behind the others are goats. After you pick, the host, who knows what is behind each door, opens one of the doors you didn't pick, revealing a goat. Now, you are given the option to stick with your original choice or switch to the other remaining door. Many people think that after one door is opened, the chances of winning are equal between the 2 remaining doors. This is where the confusion begins. In reality, if you switch, your chances of winning the car double from 1 in 3 to 2 in 3. This counterintuitive result can be hard for students to grasp. From a mathematical reasoning perspective, the Monty Hall problem challenges students to think about conditional probability. This means understanding how the probabilities change based on new information. When the host reveals a goat, it alters the initial probabilities. Students often struggle with this concept because they are used to thinking about probabilities as independent events, like flipping a coin. The problem also involves multiple steps: choosing a door, the host revealing a losing door, and then deciding whether to switch. Each of these steps affects the probabilities involved. Understanding this sequence is essential for solving the problem correctly. Another reason this problem is tricky is that it highlights how our intuition can lead us astray when it comes to probability. Many students may feel confident in their initial choice, but the host's action of revealing a goat changes everything. For GED students, grasping the Monty Hall problem is not just about passing a test. It teaches them to analyze how new information affects outcomes. This skill is useful in everyday life, especially when making decisions based on data. By working through this problem, students can build their critical thinking skills related to probability, which is an important part of the General Educational Development mathematical reasoning standards. Understanding the Monty Hall problem helps students become more adept at interpreting data and making informed choices. So, the Monty Hall problem is tricky because it requires students to move beyond simple probability assumptions to a deeper understanding of how information changes chances. It challenges their intuition and encourages them to think critically about statistical reasoning.